Welcome. I'm Dave Hyatt, and thanks for joining us. In this episode, you'll need a pen and paper to draw along with me. Go to our website, useyourbrain.com.au, to download and print a template of the drawings to get you started. Drawings are a way of thinking. They're a great way to sort out ideas. Take control of how you watch this episode. Pause the video if you want to stop and think about what you've just seen. Grab yourself a drink while you're getting ready. The drawing we're making is your brain is like a car. It's about understanding how to use your brain. And with me today is Andres, and we'll chat as we go.
You try and keep me quiet, Dave. I'll be chatting.
You'll be chatting
all day. Yeah.
Good. Well, that's good because we need that. Now, our drawing title, "Your Brain is Like a Car," is a simile for how your brain works. This model of our car chassis has several different parts. Our drawing is based on this model.
It's a pretty good-looking chassis, Dave, but I don't really see that this looks like my brain. What is a simile?
A simile is talking about two things that are different that have similar characteristics. So if you say, "She ran like lightning," or "He's sick as a dog," she's not really lightning and he's not really a dog. So in our drawing, I want to explore how our brain is similar to a car.
So if I was to say, "I'm sharp as a tack," that would be a simile as well?
It would.
Yes.
Yeah.
But do similes just complicate things? Why don't we just speak the naked truth?
Yeah. Well, no, it's not too complicated because your mind thinks in words and it thinks in pictures and makes creative associations or links. Similes are more effective than just technical descriptions. They're more memorable.
I agree with that. I like to visualize things, and that does make them easier to recall. So I'll jump in this car, Dave. Let's go for a ride.
Good. Here is the chassis. So I'm drawing around the edge here. The chassis is what all the bits of the car attach to, and that includes the driver's seat, which actually is bolted onto the chassis so it doesn't shift around, and you are the driver here, so you are in control of this car. The steering wheel is connected to the axle, and so it's what you steer with the steering wheel.
Has that driver got any arms?
Yeah, here's the driver, and he's hanging on here. So that shows that he can steer and control the direction of the car. So let's step back. How are you travelling so far? So what about you, Andres?
No, good. I'm keeping up with you. And I noticed you started by drawing the driver first in this drawing.
Yes, the driver is so important and is the key to everything. You hold the key to your car.
This is for me?
That's for you.
Okay.
And the key is a symbol for your ownership and control of your car.
Yep. I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed with the responsibility, Dave, but I'm going to put on my big boy pants and and put this key in a very safe place.
Good. Well, just hang on to your key and the steering wheel. That's important.
Yeah.
So, you've got the key in a safe place?
I do, and I'm not letting it go.
Good, good. So let's go back to our drawing. Let's have a look at the engine that powers your car. This is your engine, and your needs are the power that drive you. There are 5 needs that make up your engine. So the first need is survival, the next one is love, the next one is power, the next one is freedom, and the next one is fun, enjoyment.
Dave, 5 cylinders is a bit unusual for an engine.
Well, yeah, it certainly breaks the mould, doesn't it? You know, it's usually a 4-cylinder or a 6-cylinder,
Yeah,
isn't it?
or an 8-cylinder, really.
Yeah, V8s. Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
But all right, let's assume that this is a 5-cylinder car. How does it work?
Well, these are the needs. The first need here we've got is survival. So that's staying alive. Here we have love and liking and belonging. And here we have power, control, freedom, and fun, enjoyment.
Are these the same for everybody, or are there differences between individuals with their needs?
Yeah, look, everyone has these needs, but there are differences. Not everyone's needs have the same priority.
What do you mean?
Well, for instance, love and connection may be really important, that love need, but for some people, they're heavily into power. They need to control people rather than feel connected to them. So that's a big difference.
I imagine that people's needs can change over time too. Would that be correct?
Very correct. All of a sudden, if a bushfire or a flood appears, all of a sudden your survival needs becomes the priority. You need to do things to handle this threat, face up to it as best you can, and stay alive to survive.
Okay, well, let's put some rubber on the road, Dave.
Here is the road. We all drive our cars on roads, and so there's rubber on the road. And we'll just go around the wheels here. This one is the thinking wheel. We think in words and we think in pictures. So if I say cat, you can picture a cat. At the back here is a feeling wheel. This wheel represents your emotions. So this is how you feel, and the emotions are glad, sad, mad, and scared. Big eyes there. And on the other side here we have another feeling wheel.
2 feeling wheels,
Two
Dave.
feeling wheels, that's right. And this one represents your body. So, and in your body, of course, you've got the 5 senses. So you've got taste, sight, hearing, touch, and smell. It's near dinner time, so I put taste up top, right? And over here, this is our action wheel. So the action wheel is what we do or what we say.
So if we say to the dog, sit,
Yes.
the dog will sit.
Yes.
If we think to the dog, sit, the dog won't sit.
Because we haven't said it.
No.
And it can't hear it.
That's a good distinction. Yeah.
So you can see that the drawing is getting busy now. Are you keeping up? There's a lot going on in this drawing, and understanding each wheel is useful. It's important that all wheels work together.
What do you mean all the wheels work together? All heading in the same direction? All under control? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most important, balance is important, as well as pointing in the right direction that you want to go in. When you get upset, what happens is you have this emotion wheel becomes enlarged, and you also have this body wheel.
When you
getting
say
enlarged.
get upset, you mean when something unexpected happens on the
Yes,
road?
yes, that really
Boom.
can disturb you. You know,
Yeah.
it can be a tragedy or something less, like you nearly hit a kangaroo or something.
Yeah.
But here also, this thinking wheel, we've mentioned thinking as being very important as we go along, and this is our action wheel. So if your thinking and action wheels are diminished by these powerful feeling wheels at the back, it's hard to keep driving in a more balanced way to get to where you want to go.
I could. The car now looks like a racing car, doesn't it? It's got a low slung front. It's massive wheels at the back. It's like a dragster. And in a dragster, you're only hot and racing for a few seconds to set some kind of a time record, but that's not the way to drive down a highway. It's a pretty, it's a pretty specialised, out of control moment.
Yeah, it's not how we usually live our life.
No,
You know,
no.
revved up like this. Although sometimes people can stay very angry for a long time, you know, about whatever. But the drawing we've worked on today introduced the idea that your brain is like a car.
So this is what you mean.
Yes.
How? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the different building blocks here illustrate powerful ideas that will help you understand and help you use your brain. Thanks for drawing along with me. Are you happy with your work? Why don't you sign and date your drawing? Keep your drawing handy as a memory jogger. I hope you'll join me again.